Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Doctor. Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
It's locked, all right.
Leech spotted! Watch out! Vermin! Oh shit, that leech!
This is an impressive knife. There's a name engraved on the metal. Clay. kind of man puts his name on a knife? Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge.
So you're a I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby.
I could kill you for saying that. But...
So, tell me about...
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes.
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot...
What can you tell?
Things ain't that...
Well, you're not doing...
Yeah, well...
More efficient. Really?
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. It's locked.
The idiot had to say first.
Without the wet boots keeping...
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Can I see what you have?
As long as you have money.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do.
Thank you for your hospitality.
I'm still Tom Watts.
What can you tell me?
That's not that.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private...
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink...
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace.
How could a physician help you in this matter? Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to...
I see. So you get pressure from all sides.
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a...
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Evening, miss. I'm much more myself than...
Welcome back to...
This place...
We get people of all sorts.
So this bar is...
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the local...
Your boss must be quite the negotiator, too.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke.
What can you tell me about...
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be...
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most
So you and your friends all feel in danger? No exceptions?
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But he's not like everybody else.
Excuse my curiosity.
Something bothering you?
I'm sorry.
Nosy.
Believe me,
If that's true.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish. Good evening, sir. Don't you recognize me?
Don't take it.
Yes, you had...
I'm Dyson Delaney.
Surely you must have...
Sure.
Do you really think the world is...
No, I believe...
Sounds like you were...
No, sir. I was...
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Why are you so
Cynicism is...
No reason at all.
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute...
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded in...
You lost people.
I've lost everything. But you know what?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just...
What do you do for a living? Don't you...
I'd love to, but...
Why do you drink so...
Maybe it's because I...
You sound very...
I speak...
Is there anything?
How dare...
No reason.
Let me tell you a story.
Another time. Is there?
How dare you... Let me tell...
Another time. Goodbye.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for our... Sweet queen.
I hope the rumours about Clay are true.
You again. What do you want?
Foolish girl when her principles. Got no idea who she's seeing.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here.
Really?
Bastards, all of them.
You sound like you're thinking of
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must...
looting corpses in a mass grave. That's...
whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe...
What can you tell me?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can...
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they...
I'm not interested.
Fair enough. Stay away.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that...
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is...
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say. You again. What are you...
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one...
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces around here.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions, or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No, hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Good evening.
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
I can feel it coming in my bones. A wave of bitter death to drown and purge our city in wrath.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
I'll leave you then. Good night. Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. This is a slaughterhouse. From Seymour to my beloved mother, Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard. It's locked. It's locked.
get me here! Get out! Get away from me, you bastard! Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard! You won't get me here! Get away from me, you bastard! What are you, people, huh? Come on, and I will show you how a wet boot does business! What are you? You won't get me here! Get out! Get the fuck out! Get away from me, you bastard! Come on, and I will show you how a witch does business. Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard! What are you people, huh? Come on, and I will show you how a witch You won't get me here! You won't get me here! Get out! Get away from me, you bastard! Come on! And I will show you how a rascal does it! What are you people, huh? Crazy bastard! Come on! And I will show you how a wet boot does business! You won't get me here! Get out! away from me, you bastard! What are you people, huh? Come on! And I will show you how a wet foot does business! You won't get me here! Get out! You crazy bastard! You won't get me here! Get out! What are you people, huh? Come on! And I will show you how a wet foot does business! Get away from me, you bastard! Come on! And I will show you how a wet foot does business! You crazy bastard! What are you, huh? You won't get me here! Come on! And I will show you how a wet boot does business! Get away from me, you bastard! Come on! And I will show you how a wet boot does business! What are you people, huh? Get the fuck out, you crazy! Get away from me, you bastard! You are
To every night, a darkness.